Just like that, we are down to the last day. It's finally here, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally here, boys and girls. We are on the last day of Sunday revision. So, if you all can see me and hear me, let me know. It's the last day. My hands shouldn't be so dry. Where's my cream? Where's my... You all press like on the video. Where's my cream? Oh yes, you down to the last day, boy. Yes, how do you use water? Dun 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 dun. Like the last day music. Dun 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 dun. And let's see, we switch up the background and let's see the campfire and we having virtual class party here, y'all. Virtual class party. So shout out to all the students from this place, the student hub. We had a really nice session yesterday, boy. Anybody was in the 8-hour, well, nearly 9-hour session yesterday? Anybody was in that session? If you was in that session, say yay. That was a nice session, eh? It was a vibe. So we studied maths and ELA in that session. We are down here to the last of the last. This is our last sample paper. So after we finish the sample paper, I'll invite some people who were in that session, some people from the student hub, to jump in and we'll talk. Right? Okay. But it's almost like I forget how to do it because it's the last session. I don't know. What do you do? What do we do again? We just say love and blessings and start. That's how we do it. Let's just jump into it. Now I'm seeing all of y'all asking about coming to your schools and stuff like that. Send your school invites through your principal or your teacher. I've visited many schools. I've just posted a couple that I've visited, but I've visited many schools in between the last 2-3 weeks. Some of them we donated books to. Some of them we did speeches at. Some schools I'm going for their graduation, feature speaker. So it's going to be a nice time. So my dates around that graduation time is getting booked up. So if you all are doing that, do that fast. So let's pray. So let me take a pray. All right, yes, let's take a pray. So let's pray. So we're down to our last session. Close your eyes and bow your heads. We want to thank God for allowing the internet to work. Thank the Lord for the internet. And I don't think we got much internet difficulty. So thank you, Lord, for that. Even those who had the blurry screen, they were able to go on their settings and upgrade their resolution. So every time we say something, I like it right, amen. So we want to thank God for that. Amen. We want to thank God for all the things that we learned from January, February, March. Well, March is SC. So Lord, thank you for that. Thank you for keeping these things in our mind. And now we know it and we shall know it even past Thursday. Help us to remember all that we have learned. When we feel our heart beating fast, our hands getting sweaty, help us not to feel any negative emotions so that we will be ready for the exam to give our best performance. No freezing up, no tears, only tears of happiness when it's finished. And those students who were being naughty in like about the second session and then they got on their best behavior later on, we thank you that they have changed their ways. We thank you for the grass that they touched and that allowed them to change their ways. We thank you for all of us here today. We are ready to learn. We thank you for our energy, for waking up this morning, for our parents who are more nervous than us about the exam. And, we are just grateful to have this opportunity to be alive and to get this done. So you can say amen in your own way. And let's go. Yeah, I was just banning somebody who was saying something naughty there. All right. So the first one is 5. Wait. Writing words. Oh, writing words. And Ellie get the first one wrong there, boy. Now we just copy Katisha answer. Let's see if she's correct. 570,000. They say writing words, right? 70,000 is Katisha's answer correct. 818. Yeah, Katisha answer looks good to me. I don't see any problems with that. Let's see. We have a good few correct answers here, right? Multiply 318 by 7. Let's do this really fast. Let me also bring up my paper. Did I close it off? 570,818. Great. So 7 8s are 56. 5 7 1s 5 plus 5, that's 2. 7 3s are 21, 22. 2 2 2 6. Approximate 5 6 4 5 2 to the nearest 100. This is the hundreds place. So my eyes are on there, and then I'll go right to see if it's 5 or more. It is 5 or more, so I'll give you a boost of 1. So now this becomes 5 6 5, and the other numbers change to 0. To change an improper fraction, we'll multiply the whole number by the denominator. 9 times 5 is 45. And we'll add this to the numerator. 45 and 2 is 47. That becomes the new numerator, and we put it over the denominator. So 47 over 5. Ryan Williams, we cooking with Ramco gas. 10 squared divided by a half is the same as 20 times a number. 10 squared is 100. Divided by a half does not mean 50. So if I'm working with the left-hand side, 10 squared is 100 divided by a half means 100 multiplied by 2 over 1. So when you divide something by a fraction, it gets bigger. So that's 200. So 20 times something is 200. If 20 times something is 200, we all know that that something must be 10, or 200 divided by 20, which is 10. Mustafa got it. 7 1/4 minus 3/4. So the whole is 7 minus 0 is 7. And then we have the fractions is 1/4 minus 3/4. This is smaller than that. So we're going to take 1 from the wholes. It's going to drop to 6. And this 1 is going to be transported there as 4 over 4. So now we have 5 over 4 minus 3/4, which is, if it's blurry, you know what you need to do. All you know what you need to do if it's blurry, which is 2 over 4, 2/4, which is the same as a half when you reduce it. So now we take the 6 and we take the half, and we get 6 1/2 to join up. Final answers from the whole and the fraction section. Insert one of the following symbols. And we're going to insert this symbol. Since this tenth is bigger, we'll insert that symbol. Write the missing number in this is a distribution. So you're going to say the 12 and the 9. The 5 is repeated. So let's just have the 5 there. So it's 5 by, and it's going to be 12 minus 9. You need to pay close attention to what's happening here. Did I put the wrong symbol? No, I put the right symbol. Yeah. Bigger side, the open side should face the bigger number. Bigger number, right? So 12 minus 9 is 3, which means that number that goes in there is actually 3. And you can work it out the long way, but this is by far the best way to do it. This is called the distributive law. We did some of this yesterday. We did some of all of these things yesterday. We covered the whole syllabus yesterday. Insert the missing numbers in the boxes. So 6 plus something equals 9. Let's try. Oh, the first thing you always have to watch is that guy. Yikes. He's a minus. So 6 minus something gave us 9. So I am seeing there's no way I can do 6 take away something and get 9. It means I would have sniped 1 from this. Whatever this was, lost 1, became a number there, and this is 16. 16 minus something gives us 9. So 16 minus 7 gives us 9, and something minus 4 gives us 7. Well, once again, I could do some critical thinking to figure out what goes in here, but instead, since I have discovered what these two numbers are, let's just add it up and it should be the number that was being subtracted from. So 147 plus 279, 6, 1, 8, 12, 4, 2, 6. So 2 is the number that's definitely missing from there. We saw the 2 there. All right, so I also showed another way of figuring this out, the longer way of figuring this out on TikTok. But I know most of y'all won't be on TikTok this week. So what I'll do is I'll upload a compilation of some of the tough questions that I did on TikTok. I'll upload that later today, so look out for that, right? All right, everybody, we have 500 people here. Press like on the video and tell me how much likes we have. After you press your like, tell me how much likes we have. And of course, you can share it in your class groups or your lessons groups and let them know that we're live for the last day. We'll have some special things at the ending of today. So where are we now? 3.15 as meters. So you multiply by 1,000, so move the decimal places 3 places to the right. So it becomes 315 and a 0 will fill there. So 3150. So wait, what's happening here? Did I leave out something? Oh, they wanted you to put here 3150. Okay. 11. Calculate the total mass. So let's add all the whole numbers. 2 plus 5 plus 1 is 8 kg. Mass of 3 presents. And then we'll add the fraction 1/7 to 1/7, and there's no fraction here, so this is just 2/7 kg. So these are the fractions. These are the wholes. I bring it all together. We get 8 and 2/7, and the unit is kg. There were no tricks. If I saw grams, they would have been prepared to do something else. Write down the length of the coil. I feel like we didn't get one of these in a while, boy. So it ended on 25.9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You always need to count these things. Sometimes they'll be weird. And this is 21.1234. 21.4 started on 21.4. So 25.9 minus 21.4 is 4.5 centimeters. Let's see if they want it in centimeters. They do. 4.5 centimeters. Well done, Douglas and Keisha. From the list below, circle the most appropriate metric unit for measuring the mass of the barbell. We wouldn't use milliliter. This is volume, small volumes. This is small masses. This is small lengths. And this is medium to heavy weights. Mass. So therefore, kilogram is definitely the best for this job. Kilogram is the best boy for this job, right? Wow, we are number 13 already. I think we are going extra fast today, boy. 3 objects are placed on the scale as shown below. The scale is now balanced. What is the mass of the triangular object? So it has to be 4,000 grams, which is 4 kgs. And we will have to subtract the 4,000 grams with 950 grams to get the missing mass. And this is going to clearly leave me with 3050 grams. I just did some shortcuts in the subtraction there. 3050 grams when you subtract that, right? All right, so write down the name of the triangle that has 2 equal sides. What's the name of the triangle with 2 equal sides? Please remember how to spell this. SOS. Then comes the CELES. Celes, sus, I, sus, celes. This word shows up a lot in essay. Name the type of angle at E and D. This is definitely an obtuse angle. And over here, we also have an obtuse angle. So we have 2 obtuse angles. Which of the shapes shown below is not symmetrical? That would be A. There's no way to get asymmetrical. It's like the letter Q. There's no symmetry there. There's a line of symmetry here, a line of symmetry here, and there. One here, one there. Some of them have 2, some of them have 1. A is the only one that doesn't have any line of symmetry at all. So, how many individual quarter turns must Anthony make to get to the airport? I've seen this question come a few times in SEA. This is the airport. This is his home. 1 quarter turn, another quarter turn. That's not a quarter. That's not a quarter. That's a quarter. That's a quarter. That's it. So they want the individual quarter turns. So we have 4 of them. Wait. Yeah, that's number 18, number 19. The table below shows the number of pictures posted in 3 weeks. Calculate the mean number of pictures posted on a weekly basis. So mean means average. And in 3 weeks, we want 17 plus 12 plus 22 divided by 3. 17 plus 12 plus 22 is the same as 51. 51 divided by 3 is 17, which sounds reasonable, yes. 5 less, 5 more. Yes, 17 is the way to go. 17. The incomplete bar graph below shows the number of students and type of juice they prefer. A total of 100 students indicated their favorite juice. Draw the bar chart to show the numbered apples. So how much do we have missing? So far we have 40 plus 30 plus 20 plus 10. 40 plus 30 plus 10, which is 80. So missing is 100 minus 80. 100 in all, right? Which is 20. So I need to draw 4 apple. Well, they thought cookies and cream was going to come all day, you know, but hard luck. Later on, cookies and cream need a bigger reason to come out. So, how do you feel about section 1? Would you be able to snipe all of the marks in a section 1? This section 1 was actually easier than usual section 1. The SEA section 1 can come easy like that sometimes, but most of the section 1s that we did before were like on the tougher side of SEA. So hopefully you're getting a 20 out of 20 in that. And let's just jump back into it with section 2. Look at your neighbor and say section 2, boy. Section 2, Gil. So this is a subtraction now. So we'll do the whole numbers here. 4 minus 2 is 2. And we have 5/8 minus 1/3. I want to get an LCM here. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 by 5 is 15. 3 into 24 is 8. 8 by 1 is 8. This leaves me 7 over 24. 7 is a prime number, so I'm not looking for anything else there. I have my whole number. I have my fractions. I didn't need to take anything. So it's 2 and 7/24 looks like the final answer. Number 22, write the correct number in each shape below to complete the number sentences. 69 multiplied by 25 is the same as 67 plus something multiplied by 25 plus 25. Oh, so this is BODMAS. I can't come and put the brackets there. So this is 69 25s, and right now I have a 25 here waiting. So I need just one more 25 to make 68 times 25 plus 25. You all understand? Because this is 69 times 25. So I will use 68 times 25 and add 25. So this is the weirdest question that ever comes like this. It started bringing questions like this, I think 2-3 years ago, and it threw people off the first time, but I hope you're all ready for this type of question. 69 times 25 is the same as 68 times 25. So this continues. It's like a story almost. So 68 times 25 plus 25. So if you have 68, because remember multiplication is more sticky than addition. In BODMAS it comes first. So 68 times 25 plus 25 is the same as 69 times 25. In a library, one of the bookcases has 15 shelves. The first 8 shelves, where each shelf can hold 12 books, the first 8 shelves are completely occupied, while there were 4 books in the 9th shelf. How many books can we place in the remaining space of the bookshelf? Well, total number of books is 15 times 12, right? Yes, and how much is 15 times 12? And then so far we have, yes, you all could, for today, you all could call me Mr. Springzilla. Yeah. Mr. Springzilla for you. Not just Springzilla. We didn't pitch marbles together. Mr. Springzilla. So this is what? This is not 225. This is, okay, where are we? So far, how much do we have so far? 15 shelves, which can hold 12 books each. The first 8 shelves were completely occupied, while there were 4 books. 8 shelves. So we had 8 shelves being completely occupied, 8 by 12, plus the 4, there were 4 books, plus 4 books on the 9 bookshelf. So this is 96 plus 4. This is 100. How much is 15 times 12? 12 plus 120 plus 60, 180. 180. So how many books missing? So remaining, because this is the full shelves and this is just a 4 hanging around on one shelf. So remaining, we have 180 minus the 100, which is 80 books to go. Seems solid. My camera is blocking the question for a little bit there. The first 8 shelves are completely covered. Sorry about that. Now you can see it, Celine. Celine, now do you see it, Celine? Celine, why are you named after Miss Celine? Number 24, in a technology company. So there you go. In a technology company, there are multiple project teams. Each team has 5 engineers and 3 project managers, 5 E's and 3 P. Altogether, there are 72 engineers and project managers, so 72 total. Why did I write total? And employed in various projects. Around how many project managers are employed? So one group has 8 persons. 8 can go into 72. How many times? 9 groups. We have 9 groups. Therefore, 9, how many do you want to know? How many project managers? 3 project managers per group. 9 times 3 equal 27 project managers. Project mans. So 27 is the answer for that. This is one of the simplest styles of kind of like unequal sharing, but I wouldn't call it unequal sharing really. This is where we group items to form one group. And then we find how many groups there are because we have a total. We find how many groups. And based on that, we are able to decode the individual number of elements in each group. Marilyn has a roll of fabric that is 60 meters long. She uses 3/5 of the fabric to make curtains. This looks like a remainder fraction question. She decides to cut the remaining fabric into equal pieces to create, did I not do statement for that one? 9 times 3 groups. Number of groups. So this is good statement here for SEA. And this is not good handwriting though. I apologize. So you all follow the statement, right? Everybody follow the statement here properly. Let me just make sure I'm writing proper statements. This is my last. Yes. I was going good so far. It's just that last one I was kind of shaky. Marilyn has a roll of fabric that is 60 meters long. She uses 3/5 of the fabric to make curtains for her living room. She decides to cut into the remaining fabric into equal pieces. Cut the remaining fabric into equal pieces to create matching throw pillow covers. Each throw pillow cover requires 2/3 meters of fabric. So, okay, let's find the first remainder. So remainder has to be 2/5 of the 60, right? 2/5 is the remainder if she used 3/5. And this leaves 24 meters. So right now we have 24 meters and she's going to cut them 2/3 each. So we need to see how many times 2/3 will go into 24. So throw pillow covers is going to be equal, that's true, is going to be equal to 24 divided by 2/3, or 24 multiplied by 3/2, or 36 throw pillow covers. So this is the fastest that I've moved since we started this revision session, but I'm expecting that most, if not everyone, is keeping up. In the early is moving very slow and explaining everything. A chef is preparing a special sauce for 2 dishes. He uses 1/6 of the sauce for the first dish and then decides to use 2/3 of the remaining sauce for the second dish. Is someone spamming? Alejandro, whoever, behave yourself, please. Have some decorum. What fraction of the original sauce was used for the second dish? He uses 1/6 of the sauce for the first dish and then decides to use 2/3 of the remainder for the second dish. Special sauce for 2 dishes. He uses 1/6 of the sauce for the first dish. So the first dish get 1/6, and the second dish, which is 5/6, he decided to use 2/6 of the remaining sauce. So what fraction of the original sauce was used? So remainder is 5/6. This is after first dish. And fraction used second dish is going to be 2/3 of the remainder, or 2/3 of multiplied by 5/6, which is cross 2/3 of the remaining sauce. Is it 5/9? Yes, 5/9. 5/9. I think that's it. Feels a little shaky, but I think that's it. So in SEA, if you get the correct answer on your working is looking non-statement, you still get full marks, but writing proper statements that you can follow and the examiner can follow is vital for how you approach the exam. What fraction of the total amount of sauce was left? Left would have to be the whole minus 5/9 plus 1/6. Or since we use this amount of the remainder, 2/3 of the remainder, left can also be, so you can do that. The whole is 1. Left can also be 1/3 of the 5/6. I like this idea more. This one is faster. So this is 5 over 18. 5 over 18. Because remember, 2/3 was used, so 1/3 is left. So 1/3 is the remainder after this, 1/3 of the remainder from the first set. So a toy store made, and at least a toy story. A toy store made $322 from selling a certain number of action figures and board games. Each action figure costs $16 and each board game costs $22. The store sold 6 less action figures than board games. Find the number of board games sold. So this is how much is sold. I guess this is gross then. And then this is how much it costs. So the words here are kind of bad. The words they use here are kind of bad because we normally use the word cost when it relates to the store, but this is, I guess this is when this is what they sell it for. So this is the selling price of the action figure and the board game. And this is how much revenue was made. This isn't necessarily profit. So you have to understand that about that question. It's implied though. It's implied. Let me just move up my screen a little bit. There we go. All right. So yeah. So we have to find the number of board games sold. Each action figure costs 16 and each board game costs 22. So we need to get rid of the unequal share. 6 less action figures. So removing the excess. Now, when you're removing excess with money, you need to take into account how much it costs, right? So action figures cost $16. So we're going to remove 6 action figures that cost $16. So 16 times 6. 16 times 6 is 96. Six less action. Oh my gosh. 6 less action figures. So action figures was actually less. We have the action figures here and we have the board games here. That's why I opened my eyes like that. I was like, oh my gosh, I nearly bounced my toe. The board games is the one with the 6 more. So removing the excess is actually 6 times 22. 6 times 22 is 126. 6 less. Yeah, we see how we had to read that question really good there, people. And it was in bold too, you know. So just one way, you know, don't bounce your toe there. So wait. 6 times 6 twos are 12 is 132. 6 by 20 is 120 and 6 twos are 12. Yeah, so 132, not 122. So we need to actually remove the excess, which is 132. Wow. All right. So removing the excess. So I didn't remove the excess yet. So let me just write excess. Now removing the excess, we'll have 322 minus the 132, which leaves us with how much? 190. 190, right? And one group. So now we have an equal share. And one group is the $16 plus the $22, which is $38. This is one group of action figure and board game. So number of groups, we have an equal share now, so we can do the sharing. Is 190 divided by 38. Can you all tell me what that number is? 50 times 5, 40 times 5, 38 times 5. 5 is the number. 38 times 5, 5 trees. Yes, 38 times 5, 5 is the number. So number of groups is 5. So I just kind of estimated based on 50 times 5, 40 times 5, 200, and then I dropped down so that this most likely is 5, and then I multiplied it by 5. Instead of breaking it down, I did a kind of trial and error in my mind. So this is 5 groups, and since we know that we have 5 groups, wait, I don't know what the final part of the question is. Find the number of board games. Well, we had 5 board games and 6 excess board games. So 5 equal shares, but 6 in the excess. So total BG's board games is equal to 5 plus the 6 excess, which is 11 board games. Very nice. Wait. Where the rest of questions? Number 28. You see all these time waster questions is slow. We don't wait. In a bag of candies, 60% of the candies are chocolate, and the rest are mint. All of the mint candies and 35% of the chocolate candies were given to the students in a class. Calculate the percentage of candies remaining in the bag. So I was studying to play around with the words and not read what the question is. 60% are chocolate, rest are mint, all mint, and 35% of it, okay. All right, so 60% chocolate means 40% mint. All of the mint and 35% of the chocolate candies were given to the students in the class. So they got 40%. Or they want how much remaining? I guess we'll have to work out this and then subtract from 100. I'm going 35% of this, 35% of the chocolate. So 35% means 35 over 100 multiplied by the 60%. So cross, angry, miserable. 5 into this is 7, 3 is 21% of all of the chocolate. 21% of the entire amount of candies. But these candies are chocolate, of course. So 35 over 100, I worked it out as a fraction of the 60. So now I am getting, how much I'm getting? I'm getting 61% total. Is that good, everybody? 21% came out of the chocolates and 40% came out of the mint. So remaining percentage in the bag has to be 100% minus the 21 plus the 40, which is actually 61, right? 39%. Very interesting question. They blended fractions into percentages here. Well, it was percentages, and I guess getting 35% of 60% was the biggest challenge here. So if you had to get 35% of 60%, you know that you'd say 35 over 100 multiplied by the 60%. So you treat this one as a fraction, but you maintain this one as a percentage so that you don't need to go backward and forth between the percentage. And this worked out to be a nice 21, which was very good for us. 39%. A roll of wallpaper is 75 3/5 meters long. If you want to cut strips, each measuring 4.2 meters, how many strips can you cut from the roll? At the Tikayondi, yeah. What they were saying again? Yeah. So you have 75.3/5 of a meter long. If you want to cut strips, each measuring how many strips? So it's a division. So what's the best way to do this, boy? 2 ways I've seen in my mind to do this. I could change just the decimals and divide and send the decimals down 1 and just cross out and see what happens. Another way I'm seeing to do this is to change both of them into improper fractions and then divide, and I might get better reducing that way. So which one y'all feel to do? Which one y'all do? So I could change it into 75.6 divided by 4.2 and work with that. Because 3/5 is a member of the 5th family. So 3/5 is 60% or 0.6. Or we can change this 5 by 75. $378 over 5. That feeling a little dangerous, boy. and we multiply, oh, sorry, we divide by the 4.2, but 4.2 is really 4 and 1/5, right? So this is 21 over 5. So we need to divide by 21 over 5. So this is 378 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 21. So this seems very familiar. It seems like both of them, because if I divide this by 2, I'll get 2.1 and I'll get 378 here most likely anyhow. Most likely. Yes, 37.8. So both of them lead to the same road. Whichever road that you choose seems like about the same speed, right? And how many times can 21 go into 378 or 2.1 go into 37.8? Everyone is saying 18 times. I think the best thing to do would have been to maybe divide by 3 first. So 3 goes into this 7 times. 3 goes into this 1, 2, 9 times. And then really, really hope for the best. With our division by 7 here, 6, yes. That 9 was confusing me. 6, 1, 2, 6. So yes, so if we go 7 into this, we should get 18. 56 and 70 is 126, yes. So therefore this is 18. So yeah, this seemed like the best route, and you get 18. Everybody's saying it was 18, so 18 sounds good. So the real trick in this question is just how to divide these awkward numbers with each other. Which one I might have used? I might have used this one, to be honest. But this seems like a fair approach as well. Both of them seem equally difficult. So 75 and 3/5 is the same as 75.6. 4.2 is obviously the same as 4.2. You need to divide the 75.6 meters long by the 4.2 meters long to see how much times this can go into that. When you're dividing decimals, you know you can always shift this decimal back 1 and shift this one back 1. So this is the same as 756 over 42. When we divided by 2, we ended up with a situation of 21 over 378. Then we divided by 3, we ended up with a situation of 7 over 126. Then we divided by the 7, it's a prime number, so we was really hoping for the best here, and we got through. It was 18, so very nice. If you want to cut strips, how many strips can you cut from the roll? Now, if we got a remainder, well, we know what to do with that. We'll have to round down. So 18 strips is indeed the answer. What's next? Number 30. Number 30, the clock below. 7/15 of an hour fast. Real fractions in this paper, boy. What is the correct time? So 7/15 of an hour is what? That's just fancy way of saying 28 minutes fast. Does that feel right? That feels right. Just a little less than half. So we're going to talk and vibe and thing after, so you all hang around after. I'll talk to as many of you all as I can. And we'll just, have fun for our last session here. Behind this screen is a beach. You will see the beach just now. So 7 by 4 is 28 minutes. So 28 minutes fast, right? It's fast. So we need to go back. And the time is actually right now, it's 6. It hasn't crossed the 7 yet. It's by 6. The time is 6. I'm hoping that the time is 6:45. So if I go back 28 minutes, if I subtract 28 minutes from that, everyone is telling me that my answer will be what answer y'all getting? Should be 17, right? 6:17. Nothing else. Believe it or not, it is time for cookies and cream to make an appearance. So we need to draw a quadrilateral, 2 acute angles, 2 obtuse angles. Well, we could draw anything, to be honest. This quadrilateral is very open. we don't necessarily need to draw a parallelogram, although it feels like the best thing to draw in a situation like this. You know, cookies and cream, they're bringing you out for easy question, boy. Don't worry, brother. I'll get a better question for you just now. Don't worry yourself, there, brother. You will get a big question to do. I know you don't like to do these easy questions and things. I know you love these symmetry questions, cookies and cream. I know that what you're really waiting for. I hope it have one here for you for the last class. All right, so there we have it. There we have two obtuse angles and two acute angles. What you don't want to do is create a trapezium because you'll end up with a right angle, which is not obtuse or acute. You end up in real problems if you send this thing back too much, right? So don't do that. You could even do this. It's still correct in this situation. In this situation, you just wanted two obtuse and two acute. But let me just be normal and put the parallelogram. Somebody say make the cookies and cream ruler. Make a student have cookies and cream ruler. Make a nice pattern on the back, cookies and cream, and put the student have logo, a nice clear ruler. Maybe. I'll make it and only make like 100 of them and have them as exclusive rulers. The shape below is made up of 5 that's connected by 5 lines of equal length. How many lines of symmetry does the shape have? You have to be careful with this one. This is a dangerous guy. Out here, he is known as a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And them soldiers, them is having real lines of symmetry. Bang. Not as much as the hexagon, but bang. See? So every point to every middle of the opposing line has a line of symmetry. So how many of them you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't call that 6 there because I won. So 5 lines of symmetry. Be careful. If you brother the hexagon come out as a real line of symmetry in that. Given the length of AB is 10.2, the perimeter. So peri will have to be the 10.2 multiplied by 5, which is how much? 5 by 10 is 15. 5 by 1/5 is 1. So this is 50 plus 1. This is 51. 51 centimeters. That is the peri. 5 sides that. Oh gosh, my cookies and cream, boy. We saved the best for last. All right, boy, cookies and cream. You're getting a big one here. So we're going to perform here. This went how many across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only what's this question now? What's this question? That performance. Let me make sure I don't mess it up. Let me try and get it good on the first time. I start to talk, you guys are doing this and make mistakes and things. So I'll pay attention in the exam while you're doing this. Don't go and I'll make cookies and cream proud in the exam. Don't bring down the name that is the cookies and cream. Da 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 da. Bang da 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 da. Bang ding 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 ding. Is that it? Complete the shape. No, I still have some more lines, Mr. Cream. That's Mr. Cream. This might be the last time I'll see Mr. Cream as well. Enjoy it while it lasts. Dun, 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 dun. The next SE revision crew, I feel I will come out with a team song for them. We can play with a little team song and thing. Or maybe I could come out with a song later this year for your RNSA results. All right. I think this was your best performance yet by CNC. You see, it's gone, never to be seen again. It was nice while it lasted. It was nice. We will miss you. I'll respects the cookies and cream day. That was the end. All right, so a rectangular sports field has dimensions 32 and 24. Perimeter again. Okay, so 32, 24. Calculate the perimeter of the sports field. So 132, 32 plus 24, 24, which is 112 meters. So that sounds good. Right now, you're feeling a little depressed and cookies and cream gone. Don't worry. He is there with you in spirit. Groundskeeper plans to plant decorative flags along the perimeter of the field, spacing them 400 centimeters apart. How many centimeters? So if it was open like this, like if it was 112 meters like this, right? We'd have to add one. This is the distance. These distance pattern questions. But since it's enclosed, we don't need to add one. We just need to divide because the first one is repeated. The first one would be repeated, right? So we just need to see how many times 400 meters can go into 112. 400 centimeters can go into 112 meters. Now 112 meters, I don't want to change that to centimeters. I want to change this to meters. This is the same as 4 meters. So we just need to see how many times does 4 go into this? $28. Number of flags is 28. Now, if you understand the distance pattern question, you'll just be able to do this one wicket and get away with it, right? If not, go back and review some of the videos that we do with these distance pattern questions. Where are we now? We are on number 35. Using the space, draw a trapezoid. Oh no! My paws raised. I didn't know what it is. Not a resurrection of cookies and cream. Not a resurrection of cookies and cream. And there's a lot of ways you can draw a trapezoid. Just make sure that you all have 2 parallel sides. That's the most important thing. So I think the easiest trapezoid to draw would be like one that looks like this, where we do 2 horizontal lines and we make one of the lines shorter than one. So this is a right angle trapezoid we're drawing. Cookies and cream, boy. You got second dose this wrongs. Dun 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 dun. Dun. All right, go on there again. Thank you, cookies and cream. Thank you for your service. So that's a trapezoid. 1 pair of parallel sides. The right angle isn't needed. That's a right angle trapezoid. Say 2 properties of a trapezium. Well, you must have 4 sides and 1 pair of parallel sides. And that's about it. There's no other real big I need to check this with I don't know who's here from the student hub. Let me just see if I can send this in the group. There's something up. Dun, 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 dun. No. You see, all trapeziums don't need to have right angles in them, and only isosceles trapeziums have one pair of equal sides. Like these sides are equal to each other. So you can put a dash through these sides. This is an isosceles trapezium. But this is a right angle trapezium. Yes, it has a right angle, but not all. They didn't specify it. They just say a trapezium. Hold up. They say draw a trapezoid. Now the word zoid make it a little strange now. Right, I feel like I could get really plain shape here. I could get really plain shape here. Some places when they say zoid, they don't really mean plain. What I'm saying, there's three styles of trapeziums. There's the scalene trapezium. It's like a scalene trapezium. The only thing that makes something a trapezium is that it has four sides and a parallel side, a pair of parallel sides. So you notice how this side is not the same length as this side. That's still a trapezium. Then you have the isosceles trapezium, which has like a one line of symmetry. And then you have the right angle trapezium. But all of them, the key thing that makes them a trapezium is that they have four sides. They have four sides and one pair of parallel sides. That's enough talk on that. Like we go on to number 36. Suppose there are four different coffee shops in a complex, and the bar graph below shows the number of customers who visited each shop. Shop 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's complete. Which coffee shop should be given more promotion to attract more customers? As you should understand this question. What? Okay. 100, 500. I guess you could probably have your own reason for this. 300, but you need to explain it well. 600. 1,500 total. Okay. So we are missing 300 customers because there are 180 customers that could visit in all. So if I was an entrepreneur or a businessman, and I am, I would give this one promotion. The person who have the most get the extra 300. No, serious. No, why would I do that? All it feels nice to say, give this one promotion. This shop is doing bad. So why would I promote this shop? I have to promote, and I'm trying to attract the remaining 300 customers. So I would promote, and I'd use some nice maths words here. I would promote shop 4 since it is the mode. This means customers love to shop for coffee here. This would be the love is a very subjective word. So you may want to use that word there. They may not love it, but this means customers. This means most customers or a lot of customers shop for coffee there. Thus, this would be the best shop to catch the 300 remaining customers. Handwriting little on you probably can read the handwriting list, so I'm going to get something a little better. Shop 4 will be given more promotion to attract more customers. Shop 4 appears to have good product and are likely to attract the 300 customers who did not yet visit any coffee shop. That's why I say here too, but them just write it in nice ways. Mine, I like mine. I like mine. Well, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's time. You're in the beach here, yeah? Last class, so you know it is class party. Yeah, Rishma, love and blessings. It's time for section 3. Well, it thought it was finishing time. No, we still have section 3 to do. Come on, man. Come on. Kyle went to the store to buy some clothes. Here's a list of the different items he bought: a cap, a sweatshirt, a pair of jeans. He bought 4 caps and an odd number of sweatshirts and jeans. The total bill was $595. Calculate the number of sweatshirts and pair of jeans that he bought. An odd number of each of these. So is this kind of trial and error? He bought 4 caps. So let's get rid of that. Removing 4 caps. If we remove the 4 caps, this would be 595 minus the 4 times the 50. So this would be 595 minus the 200. This would be 395. All right. And an odd number of sweatshirts and jeans. Is there one way we can do this, boy? We can maybe try. If I try 3 sweatshirts, I won't even be able to get any jeans. So I have to do 1 sweatshirt. And then how many jeans? 1 wouldn't make it up to, I'm doing some mental maths here, right? So if I do 1 sweatshirt and 1 jeans, that wouldn't make it up to that. 2 is an even number. 3 times 90 is 270 plus 125 is 395. So therefore that works. 1, 3. So 1 sweatshirt. 1 sweatshirt is 125. 3 jeans. 3 times 90, which is 270. So calculating number of sweatshirts and pairs of jeans, and this adds up to the total, which is 595. I hope you all understand what I did there. So they would, if they give you these questions, they might say something sweatshirts and something jeans. He's gonna need 3 jeans and 1 sweatshirt. And let's move on. Yes, Rishma, I saw your comment. So number 38, and love and blessings, you're welcome. At a fruit stall, only apples, although I don't remember. So, yeah. At a fruit stall, only apples and oranges are sold. There are 580 fruits in total, and the number of oranges is 3 times the number of apples. There are 580 fruits in total, and the number of oranges is 3 times the number of apples. Is this one of those easy unequal sharings? So this is the apple, this is the oranges. Let's see this. The number of oranges is 3 times the number of apples. There are 580, so we have 4 parts being equal to 580. So 1 part is equal to 580 divided by 4. Just now, let me answer this message here. Yeah? Da 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 down 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. Yeah, so 580 over 4. And then we want to see how much times that we're going to. 4 could go into this 1, 4. Five. Why does that feel weird? And okay, 145, and then we need to multiply that by 3. 145 multiplied by 3 is, yeah, so 3 parts for oranges, So 145 multiplied by 3, I do care, is do, 135, yeah, 435, yeah. 435 feels right. 435 feels right. 435 oranges. But there's a part B. 2/15 of the oranges have spoiled and the rest are edible. Edible is 13/15 remainder. So 13/15 is edible. How many oranges are edible? So this is 13/15 of 435. Does 15 go into 435 in an equal way? 13 is a prime number, so we're not getting anything out of 13. So I'm hoping that 15 goes into that nicely. How many times does 15 go into 435? I don't know. Let's say 5 into this 3, 5 goes into this 87 times 3 goes into this 1, 3 goes into this 29 times. 29 times 13, according to the class, 29 times 13 is 377. $377 is right on track. 370. Oh my gosh, this question have a next part. The million part question, boy. The million part question. A box holds 29 apples. How many boxes will it take to hold all the apples? Well, apples would be the 580 was the total minus how many oranges? It was 435. 435, yes. I took my time and got that number. So 435 from this would be 45. 145. So 145 apples. Hold all the apples. A box holds 29. Something tell me it wouldn't go into exact enough. For this, we gain exact values, but who knows? Will this be exact again? 145 divided by 29. This will tell me the number of boxes. Number of boxes that I need, right? This is just disgusting because 29 feels like a prime number to me. What do you think? 30 times 5 is 150. 29 times 5 is 145. 5 less than 151. Five boxes. This goes into this 5 times. So there wasn't a remainder. It was just right there. So I did 30 in my mind, and I did 30 times 5 is 150. And then I did 5 less, which will mean that it goes to 29, and that's how I got the answer. Dun dun dun, number 39. So this is the markdown price. This is the actual selling price, also called displayed price in this situation. It's actually the displayed price in this situation. The selling price is the price after the discount. So what's the amount of the discount? The amount of the discount, this is the selling price then. This is the selling price. So the amount of the discount is the displayed price minus the selling price. That's our discount. So it's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be a 20 here. And a 7. And a 2. 2720. Nice. What's the percentage discount? So discount must always go over the original. Last class, it was last week or some class, I put it over the final, yes, and that was had me fighting up for a little while. 5780. Wait, that's the original. What is the original? You see, I nearly paid over the unoriginal price again. This is the original price. And you multiply by 100 over 1. So what kind of numbers we racking up here, boy? Let's cross this with this. Let's cross this with this. So I still have a 10 inside there. 8 and 5 and 2, 7, 2, 2, 7, 2. 8, 5. Not too sure about this one enough. 5 goes into this. How many times? 5 goes into this one time. 17. So I'm trying to see 17 could go into that number. 5 will go into this 2 times. That's 17 going to 272. What it is with these high prime numbers and division by? What is 17 squared? 289 minus 17. 17 times 16. Yes, sir, 272. So 17 goes into this 16 times. 16 times 2 is 32%. All right, so this paper had a lot of large prime numbers dividing into numbers. So you have to use your little skills and thing. So what helped me here is knowing that 17 squared is 289. So I just went 17 down and I got 272. So that's how I know it's 17 times 16, and I double checked it too. The store adds a delivery fee. See, I told you all knowing your square numbers is useful. 5% of the sales price. Calculate the amount the customer would pay altogether. In this case, since it's just a really small thing, I don't need to do 105. Let me just find the 5% and I'll add it on afterwards. And the sales price is the 5780, right? 5780. I just want 5% of that. 5780. So yes, I can get a nice little crossing out here going. I can get a 2, and 2 goes into that 289 times. Yes, so this is 289 is the fee. So therefore, total final price is going to be 5780 plus 289 690 6069 6069. And we finally finish this question. On to the last question of our SCA revision sessions. Look at your neighbor and say we make it to the last question. I wonder if there's anyone in here who witnessed every single question. Every single question, like every single 1 to 40 was on live getting all of those questions. If that was you, type Y in the chat. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to see if Mr. Lean is nearby. Let me see if I can call Mr. Lean. I'll see if I can find Mr. Lean there. We're also going to bring on some students. Students, if you're watching, I can dive in. All right, I think I find Miss Celine. Well, you want to say goodbye to cookies and cream as well too. Which flavor of cupcake sold the most at the bake sale? That's lemon. Wait. You see these questions, I always mash my breaks on these questions. I get burned with these questions before. How many of you all get burned with a question like this before? This is one of them reverse bar graphs, boy. Reverse bar graph. I'll call it the reverse bar graph question from now on. From now on, henceforth, they shall be named as the reverse bar graph question. This is telling us how much was not sold. So lemon is actually not the most popular. So those of y'all who are saying lemon, don't let that happen in the exam if you see a reverse bar graph question. It's actually red velvet is the best. Which flavor of cupcake sold the most at the bake sale? It's red velvet, guys. Wow. Because only 10 red velvets were left. All of them started with 60. Lemon, only 10 lemons sold. That's why it still has 50 lemon remaining. Although I like lemon cake. I like lemon cake over red velvet. One to them, boy. Forget our red velvet. Anyhow, how many cupcakes were sold altogether? Well, 30 were sold here. 10 were sold here. You all understand what I'm doing? Do you understand what I'm doing? 40 were sold here and 50 were sold here. I'm doing it in reverse. I'm taking this 60 minus 30. 60 minus 50 is 10. 60 minus 20 is 40. You all understand now? So when I add it up all together, 30 plus 10 sold all together, it's going to be 30 plus 10 plus 40 plus 50, which is, according to the chat, 130, 0, 5, 4, 10, 130. Yes, 30. 130. Excuse me. 130 cupcakes sold all together. How many more strawberry cupcakes than lemon cupcakes were sold? Well, this one sold 40, this one sold 10, so this is just 30. This is just on the site. 30. Wait. That for 2 marks, so I'm going to put 40 minus 10. It's 30 cupcakes. That is it? That is it? Nah. That was the easiest number 40 we do. Except for the trick. Except for the trick at the beginning. And just like that, we're finished. So, dun. Let's see if we can get Miss Celine on the inside here, boy. We're on the beach. We jump on the beach first. Just a second there. Celine, what's up? Your mic is muted.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Heidi. You get some sleep after yesterday's session?
Yes. It was really enjoyable.
All right, so let me add Jemima. Jemima, I'm going to add you, so you'll have to turn off where you're watching me because it'll get feedback. I'm going to add Keisha.
Hi, guys.
I'm adding Akina.
Hello. Yes, these students were in the session yesterday. I remember them.
So, Alia, what is the plan? We have 4 more days. How much more days, Keisha? Keisha, keeping track of the days, so it's like 2 months now.
About 4 days.
About 4 days till STA.
Yes.
So, how is the revision going? What is the plan for these 4 days till STA? What do you normally tell your students to do, Miss Celine?
The days before SE, just before SE, I tell them that it is very important to take a break. I always tell them that finding a balance is essential. So as much as you practice and you put in the work, you have to give yourself some time to rest. So I always suggest the day before exam, you relax, you do something that makes you feel at ease, that makes you feel happy. If you want to watch, a comical movie, if you want to eat your favorite food, whatever makes you feel happy, put your mind at ease, you do that, and you all are very ready for the exam, especially my students who joined me from since July last year till now. You all made the necessary sacrifices. You all were very committed. I really do admire SEA students. You all, some people attended the session yesterday for 8 hours from 8 a.m. Even before 8 a.m., you all were there waiting, and you all
Yeah.
stayed with me till 5 o'clock.
Wow.
So yeah, you all are very ready. I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
very confident in you all, and the end is here, right?
yeah. Emily, how you feeling? Are you ready? Yeah. Emily, you just blushing. Keisha, are you ready? How you feeling? I know Keisha is ready.
And that's right, I am ready.
You're very ready.
Very good.
Keisha, I've got 90 something percent in the last test. Most of these students here are averaging pretty high as well. So in the practice test. Zahara, how are you? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. You were here for all the Sunday sessions or you missed some?
I think I missed one. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you missed one. I'm seeing some schools that I can shout out here. You guys want to shout out your school? If you want to shout out your school, you could turn on your mic and let me know.
No.
Mm. Then you only jumping in and jumping out, boy. So yes, we have Londonville government, we have Dinsley, we have Princess Storm, we have Dinsley, Trin City, we have St. Mary's, we have La Brea RC, Maria Regina, St. Mary's Mokarapo, Tunapuna Boys, Anstey Memorial, Eastern Girls Government, Montrose Government, Labre, Erin Road, Waterloo Presbyterian. I've just seen all them schools flashing my day. Malabar Irish School, Superior Hindi School. I would have been to a few. Mokarapo Boys, Waterloo Presbyterian, Arima Girls. Well, I am the main SCA maths teacher in the student hub still. And Celine is the main ELA teacher. Jemiah, what is your favorite subject? ELA or maths?
Maths.
Ah, Keisha, what's your favorite subject? ELA or maths?
Math and creative writing.
Maths and creative writing.
Right.
He likes creative writing too. I like creative writing as well. Emily, what's your favorite?
ELA.
ELA.
Yes.
Serenity, what's your favorite?
Maths.
Maths. Big up, big up. Big up all the maths people. What's your favorite on YouTube? Zahara, what's your favorite?
Mathematics.
Mathematics, yeah. Zahara likes maths. So we're getting ready to come down to the end. I'm just sending out the link to join for anybody who wants to pop in and show your face, and then you could come back and watch this YouTube stream and you could see yourself. Hey, I was on YouTube. I was on YouTube. So point of pair government. A lot of people saying ELA over maths and Celine, so you kind of get through the.
Yeah, it's a very fun subject. ELA and creative writing.
Yeah, I can agree with the creative writing part, but ELA. You know how long I do anything English wise. How you pronounce this name by Febeao, the fly pass, Fubo, something, Fubo, and that's someplace in Trinidad. St. Patrick's, big up.
Let me see.
All right, well, I can't believe it. We are on the end here. Thank you for popping in, Miss Celine. Actually, you had to go and find Miss Celine.
Yes,
She
yes.
probably just run and come on.
Sir,
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to say thanks for all the hard work you have done in making the classes fun and exciting.
Oh, you're welcome, Keshav. Thanks for that. Rachel just popped in as well, but her device is not connected for some reason. Here we have Alejandro. Anybody else have anything to say? Anything you always wanted to say on YouTube? You want to say like, share, and subscribe? Eastern Boys, Vista Bella, Tunapuna, Waterloo, St. Mary's. We are going to close in a few seconds. So we are coming to the end of your SEA stint. This is the last time you would be doing this. You'd be going into secondary school. I hope you guys are ready for the secondary school life. You won't have to sit in one class all day. Most likely you'll be going to different classes, going to different teachers. You may have to do, you're going from 3 subjects to a whole set of subjects, more than 10, sometimes 15 or something subjects at the beginning in Form 1.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, Keshav.
And I'll see you in C-Sec afterwards.
You see, right. So once I'm still teaching, in 5 years, you guys will see me in Form 5. And it was so nice to have all of you all with me here right through. Shout out to the 470 something persons still in the chat shouting out their schools, your school flying by. And all the students from the Student Hub, and even those who are not from the Student Hub, but you just came in yesterday in the revision session and you had a nice time studying with us. Shout out to you. We don't have much longer. So wait, we have four more days and then it's SEA, and then you have the longest break that you will have in your life, probably from school. I don't remember any breaks in my life like that after that SEA break. I'm just bringing on Zahir here. Zahir, I hope your camera is working, that you can pop up on the live stream. These are some of the students from the Student Hub from my Friday class, but we have lots of SEA classes. Anybody watching this in the future, the Student Hub will probably have twice as many SEA classes. We'll prepare teachers for that. So we may also have physical classes available by the time you're watching this next year. So those of you all who want to join, you can join by, can I just squeeze the number in here for a second? It's 472-4221. That's the number. If you're not from Trinidad, of course, you'll have the area code 868-472, and you have to WhatsApp this number, right? So you can WhatsApp this number to join any of the Student Hub classes. Those of you all still here and you want to join the Student Hub Form 1 classes, those classes will start in July. So we start from July with our Form 1 classes, right? And our Form 1 classes normally have probably more, we'll probably have more Form 1 classes than the SEA classes. So those start in July, and they fill up pretty fast. So if you want to join the SEA classes, 472-4221 as well. The number should be in the description. So Natalia, Jemiah, Serenity, Emily, Zahara, Alejandro, before we go, you all have anything to say?
Thanks for all the help, sir.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Natalia, pop back in.
So thank you.
You are welcome. So, same way, thanks to all the teachers in the Student Hub in the SEA classes. That is Miss Celine Bedo and Miss Samantha Gittens, who also was in that long session yesterday. And before we go, the students, so bye guys, bye Miss Celine. Before we go, the students are
everyone.
cookies and cream one more time. So we are going to show cookies and cream one more time. This is the last time you're going to see this ruler. All right, that enough. If you want to see it again live, you have to go back and watch the recording. Cookies and cream don't hang around for too long. So, love and blessings, and you all have a really spectacular time in the exam. And by spectacular, I mean good. Remember everything that you studied and hit them for 6. First choices, here we come. Later.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Fleur.